glad you're in on day 3. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into carbs and weight loss. So I know we're having a little bit of fun here, right? Especially yesterday with our makeshift science class that I did. How did I do? Did we do okay? Did you understand the concepts? So as we move forward, we're going to be talking about processed carbs versus whole foods, simple carbohydrates versus complex carbohydrates, and if it really matters what type of carbs that you're eating, especially when you're wanting to lose weight. So there's a lot of different information out there talking about, well, a carb is a carb, a sugar is a sugar, your body doesn't know the difference. I am on the side of that I do not agree with that. Your body definitely recognizes a difference because it gives a different response to it. So we're going to dive a little bit into that because it has a very important role when it comes to weight loss. So you be sure to hang around to the end as we have a juicy topic for tomorrow that I will be sharing at the end. So have you shared the love with your other mama friends that are on a journey, that they're wanting to get healthier, more fit, feel stronger, more confident? Make sure you tag them, invite them over to join in on this training, and tag them in the previous 2 trainings so you don't miss out. Okay, and then let's get started in today's and go from there. So I want to talk a little bit about calories. So calorie dense versus nutrient dense. So when you're doing or eating whole foods, they are more nutrient dense. Okay, and when we're having things that are calorie dense, so maybe processed foods, refined foods, they again are calorie dense. So they're higher in calories, lower in nutrients, so less of micronutrients. So it's easier to overeat them because you're not getting the sustainability or the sustenance from them, and it's triggering your body to be hungry still or want more when you aren't hungry. Okay, your body's just after more because it's triggering that response in the brain. So when we're looking to lose weight, right, we want to make sure what we're putting in is going to fuel our body, is going to get us towards that goal versus us eating just empty calories. Does that mean you can't have your pizza or a donut or some of the foods that you enjoy? No, it doesn't mean that at all. Again, you hear it all the time, moderation. So that is key. It's making sure that, you know, we're here on the weekend, that you're not having pizza and donuts and alcohol and that's it, right? So if you're eating that all day long, you are definitely going to sabotage what you've done the whole week. So it's more about having that sustainable lifestyle, right? So picking foods that 80% of the time are more nutrient dense and 20% of the time, maybe they're more calorie dense, right? Or not as beneficial when it comes to giving you your micronutrients. So with whole foods, when we have those, they definitely offer more variety and have vitamins and minerals that your body needs, including amino acids, right? So eating more whole foods helps less bloating, right? We're not having maybe water weight gain or retention because of, again, processed foods have a higher sodium level as well. So again, you can retain water. And most of the time it's easier to digest and you have able to regulate your energy levels more sustainably when you're eating things that are whole foods or plant-based, we'll say, because your body's able to break them down and knows what to do with them, right? So I want to kind of go into, if this makes sense, drop me, hands up, you get it. And then I want to go back into talking about a simple carbohydrate versus a complex, or simple sugar versus a complex, because carbohydrate basically breaks down to glucose, which is a form of sugar. So when you think of carbs, we talked yesterday about fruits and vegetables. So fruits are all carbohydrates and they're simple carbohydrates. So some have more fiber content, like an apple, for instance, has more fiber, especially if you leave the skin on. Okay, that's where your fiber's at, is in the skin of most fruits and vegetables. That's where you're going to find it. So an apple is, again, a little bit more fiber rich, not as much as a simple sugar. So if you're needing energy quick, having an apple probably is not your best friend. It's going to give you a little bit of more of that mental energy. But if you went and grabbed a handful of berries, half a banana, those are simple sugars, and it's going to break down faster in your system, give you that energy really quick. So if you're looking for something besides having coffee or an energy drink, have some berries handy. Those are a great source to get you energy fast. Great for a pre-workout. Have about 30 to 45 minutes prior to your workout. So those are simple. Or also outside of the whole foods, okay, we also have simple sugars that are processed. So if you think of white bread, if you have things with added sugar, those fall under simple carbohydrates. So they'll break down a little bit faster. So bagels, they have added sugar. okay, and white flour typically. So those will break down a little bit faster to give you energy. And then if we think of things that maybe are not as nutritionally dense, something more calorie dense, nerds. These are my daughter's favorite that she gets here and there. That's all sugar. So this is going to break down real fast. These are simple sugars. So if you want to do an experiment, if you're someone like me who likes to try different things and see what the result is, try having, say, an apple 30 minutes before your workout. See how you feel during and after your workout. Try having something else 30 minutes before your workout and see how you feel during and after your workout. I can guarantee you there will be a difference in how you feel. Okay. So again, sugar is not the same, how your body breaks it down. But I would love for you to, if you are into that, do the test, and I want you to tag me after you do it and let me know how you feel. So there's a little tutorial about your simple versus complex sugars. So if we go over for the complex side versus the simple, complex, plant-based or whole foods, we have grains. So, or rolled oats. So these are complex, meaning that they have a longer molecule chain. So it takes longer for your body to break them down. So you have more sustainable energy. So these are great, something again to start your day off with, because again, you need energy to move. Having something like a complex carbohydrate, if you're, getting up for the day, going into work, you're not maybe going to go work out, having something like this is a great option. Again, that gives you the micronutrients and the macronutrients and sustainable energy. So that's an example of a complex carb. Okay, lasts longer in your system. And most of the time it's because it has fiber. So again, fiber is going to help you feel full. And again, it's going to take a little bit longer for your body to break down, creating that ability to remain full and satisfied. And then you have vegetables. A lot of vegetables actually fall under the category of a complex carbohydrate, again, because of the fiber content. So like a bell pepper, that would be a complex carb. And then if you go into flour, so anything that's refined, you're going to have that be a complex carbohydrate potentially. So having even legumes, those are also complex carb. Beans are a complex carb, so the fiber in them. So complex carb, in short, gives you more sustainable, longer lasting energy. And your simple carbohydrates break down quicker, give a spike in that insulin and that glucose to give you short bursts of energy. So if you are wanting to utilize this to help you in regards to maybe your effort in the gym or at home when you're working out, have your simple carbs right before your workout and have your complex carbs post-workout to get you to replenish the energy you expended and then have some more sustainable energy throughout your day. Okay, so now let's go dive into, what could be the issue again with having maybe simple sugars. Are they better or worse than complex carbohydrates? So with the simple sugar, especially if it's processed or refined carbohydrates, you're going to spiking your blood sugar, so a big old jump in there. Your body's going to try to regulate that, right? Because now your hormone levels are off. And then it's going to also trigger hunger when you're not really hungry. So it's, again, that dopamine response. Your body wants more. It wants that hit, so to speak. And it's having that or initiating that craving. And then you go to satisfy with maybe another, simple sugar or simple carb. So you keep that cycle going. So it's being mindful, again, when you're on a weight loss journey, you want to realize what you're putting into your body. So you need to have that energy. So if you don't have, like we learned yesterday, if you don't have the carbohydrate, the glycogen, and the glucose available, your body's going to use your protein in your muscle to break down and turn that into glucose. Okay. So again, muscle takes more energy. It's more thermogenic. So the more lean muscle you have on your body, the higher your metabolism is, which means the more calories you burn with less effort. Okay. So if you are not taking in enough carbohydrates for the amount of energy you're expending each day, then your body's going to tap into your muscle, take some protein out of there, break it down into energy, which means it's taking away lean muscle. So you want to be very mindful of what you're doing when you are on a weight loss journey and to ensure that you are eating more whole foods as possible. Again, that 80-20. So 80% of the time, nice nutrient dense foods. 20% of the time, you're having fun and you're enjoying it, right? So that way you can keep on making progress in your weight loss. So a few weeks ago over in our group, the Fit Single Mom Boss group, we did a 5-day sugar detox. So many of the moms gained clarity, awareness, of how processed foods affected them, along with how many foods they ate that actually had added sugar in them that they didn't even realize. They had to like revamp everything. So it was a great challenge to bring awareness of really what we're putting in our body. And one of the gals, she lost 4 pounds in 5 days because she omitted having and reduced her refined and processed sugar intake. So how about you? Have you done maybe a sugar detox? Have you like eliminated the refined and processed sugars before? And if you did, I would love to know how you felt. Drop it in the comments below. Let me know. And if you want to try it and to see how you do on it, let me know, because I have a PDF ready to go for it if you like it and you can do this on your own. And you're welcome again to join over in our group if you are a single mama or a mom looking for that support. And then we can all surround you and help you through that, because it's a challenge for a reason. Because when you're on sugar, it is a legal drug. I stand by that, because your body wants that hit. Your brain releases that. So it can be a challenge in the first 3 days of not having that sugar. And you need that support, you need that accountability to keep going to get through those 5 days. So I'm going on 2 weeks now of not having refined or processed sugar, or having it in very, very small doses, so I don't get stuck in that cycle again of being addicted to it. So it's a very slippery slope. So I would love for you to try that challenge and see how it goes. So drop me challenge in the comments below if you would like that, and I can get it over to you. Thank you for joining me here on part 3 of our 5-part series on losing weight while eating your carbs. I hope you're getting lots of value in this. Again, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching this on replay, put hashtag replay. And I can't wait to hear your takeaways from today. So go out, have an amazing day, and I will see you all tomorrow.